Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. We are over here on the Hitt farm, the new one that we've been working on. Got all of our perimeter fence in, and Anthony and Sean got out. I think they got 40, yeah, it's around 30 or 40 birdhouses from us. You can see those are already set up all the way around the farm. And this is a 5-wire high tensile timeless post. Those are 5.5 footers, the 1 3/4 diameter. Just awesome, awesome post. And then this is our project today. We actually moved the fence in so our cattle would have shade. We didn't cut any trees. Well, let me back up. We didn't cut any of the big trees. We cut some little scrubby stuff, and Johnny came in with a skid steer, and boy, you talk about a time saver. Oh my gosh. I wish we'd have had him the first day, but I didn't. But he came out here, and I mean, he flat pushed some brush. And he was able to reach up and actually, you know, Isaac came along with the chainsaw on a stick. We can reach 16 feet. It's either 16 or 18. It's way up there. You can see what he cut way up on that tree. And Johnny just pushed all the brush back in there with the skid steer. Then I came along here with a brush hog and brush hog just to get rid of all the little stuff. And the ones that we cut with mainly using the electric chainsaw. These are trees, you know, about that big around. We painted everything. And there's gonna be brush in here, but we've got it clean where Anthony and Sean can mow along their fence line. We can at least keep this side clean. That side, it's gonna probably take some weed eating every 2 or 3 years, or brush eating with a brush blade. But we've kept the cattle out of this draw. This draw goes for almost 3/4 of a mile from the creek all the way up, and we put several gates in it. What I mean by that, gate crossings, so if we want to move the cattle, we don't have to go all the way up and around this draw. We get done coming down this ridge. Let me show you what we did. It's pretty cool. There's our tensioner right there. It's got the spring, those heavy duty springs, and got those from I think those actually came from Brian. Anyway, I'm going to show you. So we use fiberglass rods on all the corners and low spots because that's pulling up. And we put them on a 45, so that's a 5-footer, 2.5 foot sticking out of the ground. And these are timeless. These are 4.5 footers, 1 3/4 inch. Super, super good posts. And we wired them to the outside. And the reason we did this is instead of running them through the holes. Instead of running the wire through the holes, we did it on the outside because we got all these bends all the way up through here. And you try and pull that by hand, you just can't do it. There's too much friction. And I'm telling you what, they got a rain. They got 2 inches over there. So I've got my these are old Ironside. I get these from Powerflex Fence. I love these handles. And this is our Powerflex rope right here. It's got 22 steel filaments in it. 1/4 inch diameter, very, very conductive. And so we can open this gate like this. And I've got a hook. See, we got another gate on the other side matching this one. And if we want to run cattle through there, all we got to do is just put a poly on each side, poly wire, and just shoot them through there. It also makes a really good four-wheeler crossing if you're trying to get to the back of the farm rather than driving, you know, 3/4 of a mile east. Just take a gate down and go through here. Now, if the cattle aren't in here, you could actually leave this gate open. It's not gonna hurt anything. Check this out. So We use the open tap. There it is. See that? Isn't that slick? I dropped the handle in the mud a while ago. I don't know where you'd find mud at around here. But we're setting this up. It is going to be so sweet. See, the cattle have shade, but they're not down in the trees. They got all this overhang, and there's going to be just, no matter which paddock they're on, they're going to be able to come over here to the tree line and get shade. And you know, when it's 100 degrees out, there's people who say cattle don't need shade. I tell those people, come out here and sit with a black, well, red coat. Ours don't, our cattle aren't black. But come out here and sit in this sun with a red coat all day long. You tell me you don't need shade. Maybe you don't. But boy, I tell you what, if you're comfortable, you're going to gain more weight. And the cattle are going to be a lot more satisfied. Look at the grass out here, folks. We got to get them in here. This grass is taking off. Oh, an update on the water. We got water pressure. Of all things, the end quick coupler we put in at the far end of this farm, brand new one. I've never had that happen before. The spring on it, there's a spring inside, and the spring is boogered up. So I got to replace the darn thing. I've never had that happen. Not on a Plasson, but I still would use Plassons every single day because I've got probably 150 of them in use, and I've never had a problem with them. But this is a brand new one. I plugged it in. Darn thing won't shut off. So, got that little deal going on. Boy, here's a tree that's gonna, even if that falls though, it's gonna fall on that side of the fence. But that's what you call a widowmaker right there. It's a big tree. Storm blew it over. But we're done. We're done with this draw. We've got one more to go over there. And then we've got this one behind us to do. And we just had Johnny come in. There's the grass out here. Well, we seeded all this. Anthony went and got some seed, and I lent him my herd seeder. He's got my broadcast seeder on the four-wheeler. And so we got all this bare spots, and he got it all seeded before that rain hit. So yeah, it's looking good. There goes my crew right there. Alex, Zach, and Isaac. Tell you what, Alex and Zach had not built fence before, but man, they caught on quick. And between the four of us, we can crank out some fence. I was going to show you what they did right here. So this is our feeder wire. This is the creek's right over there. We had to find a way to get this wire hot. And so we came up that fiberglass pole to the top, came over here, bust my butt, and came down that post, and Isaac crimped it on right here. So this is my feeder. And I think that might be a pretty good place to put a shutoff switch, which we can do. You know, that's the nice thing about high tensile. You just snip that, mount your switch here, hook it on, and then run another feeder over here, and you got a switch. If we put a switch right here, we could shut that whole draw off if we wanted to. Say we had a tree fall on it. We can go here and just open the switch, go in there and cut the tree off, and, you know, repair it without a worry of getting shocked. Here's, I tell you folks, this is the best cedar made. This is mine. It's probably, it's 25. It's about, no, heck, I bought this in 91. Well, you all do the math. It's over, it's an old cedar. But you know what? It's a good one. It still goes. It's amazing. It'll hold about 3/4 of a bushel of seed. And I mounted it up high. So I had a fella make me this bracket. It comes up, by getting it elevated, it throws the seed a lot further out each direction. The bracket that comes with this really is not engineered well at all. I don't know who in the world, you know, it's a great cedar, but whoever made the bracket for it, they need to go out on a rainy, wet late winter day and try and spread seed with their contraption. It doesn't work because their bracket is clear down here. The cedar is right down here. It's throwing water and mud right up on your fan. Right up on your fan, and all your seed gets clogged there. I don't know who came up with that. This is my design. And just elevating it about 16 inches higher, there's nothing gets on your cedar. I'll turn it on. This thing gets with it. There's my switch. Trust me, you don't want to stick your finger in there and this thing's on. It hurts. Ask me how I know that. I've accidentally put my hand back there. You can't see it. It's turning so fast. It didn't take me long to get my hand out of it. I'm going to put it that way. We're getting close, folks. We're going to be bringing the heifers over here. And we're going to grow them out over here this summer. And bring a couple of bulls over here and kick in with them for 21 days. And yeah, that'll give us our earliest maturing, most fertile heifers. Those are the ones that'll go into the spring herd, the ones that catch. And when I say catch, the ones that breed in 21 days. Oh, boy. There's some grass over here, and we got good well water, good pressure. It's just going to be a joy to graze this. And now, we still have a lot of bare spots on this. This is a crop field. This whole farm was cropped. And so we have a lot of bare spots out there, and it's going to take time. And I've told Anthony and Sean, we're going to make some mud. I mean, you get stuff like that, you put a cow hoof there, you're going to get some mud. But these heifers that we're bringing over here are, you know, 450 to 500 pounders. It's not like bringing a 1,500 pound cow in here. I wouldn't do it. They would destroy this farm. I don't even want a 1,000 pound cow out here until we get some sod. It's coming, but we're not quite there. So anyway, I better get going. The boys are waiting on. They're actually ferrying everything around to the other side over there. I actually got Anthony's four-wheeler. He bought one exactly like mine. This is his. And I made the whole bracket. I've got this piece that slides out. I mean, he's set up. So, you know, he just told me, he said, Greg, I do not want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to do what you do, and you've already got it figured out. I want that same exact system on mine. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. And I've got my suppressor on here for the wind, and most of the people go, oh, that's thank you, Greg, that's good, you know, thank you. And there's one guy goes, wow, I forgot what he said. He still wasn't very happy with it. He's like, can't you get a mic? That's what it was. Can't you get a microphone with a suppressor on it? And I'm like, come on, dude. I got a farm to run. I ain't got time to be doing all that. I got the suppressor on there. It's definitely helped. That day I used it, the wind was blowing so hard. It was trying to blow me over. And that's the same day that everybody got hit south of us with that tornado. And oh gosh, those poor people just took their houses out. I mean, destroyed their houses. And, you know, these are people just like us. Every time a tornado warning came out, they're like, well, it either went north of us or it went south of us. And yeah, we went to our storm shelters, but we were always good. Well, not this time. This poor older lady, I mean, it nailed her house. And I mean, just, luckily she was in a storm shelter, or she'd have probably got killed. Took the whole house down and just threw it all over the farm. And just can't believe the power of tornadoes. Here's another thing we got to do. I can use poly wire right now, but We got pipe water. We're not going to let the cattle in these ponds. These are old ponds. This one's full. It's coming out the spillway. It wasn't the other day. So, you know, you can tell they're old ponds, and somebody let cattle in here many, many, many years ago. But it's a nice pond. It's got some, you'll see some ducks on here, and probably attract a goose. You could throw some fish in there. You know, it's here. I wouldn't, you can tell it's pretty shallow with the way the cattails are going out in it. But, you know, there's some turtles in there. You might as well use it. You got it. There's 3 of these on this farm. The other 2 are nicer than this. They're more, they got more depth to them. So, yeah, it's coming. And folks, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a good one. And the school is filling up, but we still have some spots left. And I know the sign up that says the last payment needs to be by April 1st, but we still have an openings. So if you want to come, go to greenpasturesfarm.net and you can sign up there, and we'll see you. It's the first week of May for the advanced class, and the beginning class is then following week with Abram Bowerman and myself. The first one was with Ian and I. And it's a great time. It's a great place to come and learn better ways, better grazing management from one of the best in the world, and that's Ian. So hope to see some of y'all there. Y'all have a good one.